That is Xander Wright. He's 10. He's from Conception Bay, south in Newfoundland, and that's what he was doing outside a local convenience store to help in the firefighting effort. You know how we always celebrate the heroes and the helpers, and Xander is perfect in terms of exemplifying that. He has a great story. There's Xander on the left with his accordion. Hi, Xander. Good morning. And Bruce Cluett is with me as well from the Salvation Army Emergency Disaster Services in St. John's. Bruce, welcome to you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you here because Bruce was really impressed by what Xander was doing, and I have to spend some time with Xander. If you'll just wait for me, Bruce, for just a second, I want to hear more about Xander. We just saw that video, Xander, of you when you were playing, and I'm wondering, Conception Bay South, very close to that fire. I am wondering, when you saw the coverage of the fires and heard the stories and everything going on, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel frightened and needed to help out and try to help the people that evacuated from the fire.
So what did you decide to do?
I decided to sit in front of the Needs convenience store and bus for a few hours to help raise donations for the people who evacuated.
4 hours of accordion, and how much money did you collect by your busking?
I collected roughly around $300.
Whoa, that's fantastic. What did you do with that money?
I donated to the Salvation Army and Red Cross.
And why did you do that, Xander?
I decided to do that because I felt it was the right thing to do and give the money to the people who needed it more than I did.
Look at that. Delivering the money to the other half of my special guest this hour. That's Bruce. So Xander, just wait for me for just a second because I want to bring in Bruce to the conversation. You hear from Xander, Bruce, that he wants to make this donation, and what is your reaction to that?
You know, it's been a long week and few days, and it's been a lot of pain for a lot of people. And when they said there's a young gentleman out there that wants to see me with a donation, and when I looked out, there he was in a Ziploc bag with a bunch of money in it. It kind of lifts you up because it's been a rough time trying to ensure that we take care of the people, both with their food, hydration, but also emotional needs, and it lifts us up as well. And I went out and I talked to the family. I talked to him. We talked a little about his accordion, how he plays, because I play some music as well. And it was just such a wonderful gesture to see it coming from a family, because not only him, his parents were there as well. And I think that's so important. And for us, we're very much appreciative. And the people around the area as well are very much appreciative for the desire that he has to help.
Just pause for me, for Bruce, just a second. I want to bring back Xander. Hearing what you did, Xander, and the impact, what it's meaning to people, what Bruce just said, how does that make you feel now?
Makes me feel really nice that I made an impact and helped out and raised up a lot of people that were feeling down about the fire.
You know, I bet there's people watching us this morning who might be feeling down, and I think you're raising them up too. There's a reason you have your accordion. I want to promise people you're going to play for us in a couple of minutes, but I want to come back to Bruce just for a couple of seconds. You just really encapsulated what Xander's gesture means. And Bruce, I want to ask about you too, because you're working, and all of the people at the Salvation Army always. People rush out of the disaster and you rush in to help at the Salvation Army. What kind of things are you doing in the wildfire zones?
We started out a little over a week ago when it started initially. I got the call from John Bignell in Halifax and says, Bruce, we're going to be mobilized. I work as well with my own job with Avalon Bearings and Tom Hoffman. And he said, go and help those people. So quickly we mobilized a team and we headed to Carbonear. On the way, we had a bunch of people lined up. Team went, food specialists, emotional spiritual care, and outside of the people that we also treat and take care of, which were evacuated, we also had to take care of the fire people on the front lines. I think for me, one of the inspirational points was going through the fire going through the roadblocks. At times, even getting hit with some fire foam coming down. But we had to feed about 70 firefighters per meal. That was I'm going to say, the climax of my time in Carbonear, was taking care of those. When things took place then here in St. John's, we mobilized the school, Admiral's Academy, and within 30 minutes, we had 17 people getting hydration and snacks ready. And then we've got the other notice of St. Teresa's school here in St. John's is also ready as well with hydration and snacks. And we have 5 local churches here in St. John's, Salvation Army. And right away, everyone was on board to take care of those people. So between what Xander did and everyone else, the training that we've done, both in-house and outside, we were ready to help those as well that needed help. And at times what he did, believe it or not, and I've sent his story as well to our people, what he did as well is it encouraged us. So it's a combination of, I'm going to say, gifts given both ways.
Bruce, just so beautiful to hear from you. So I know everyone will be so appreciative of the efforts that everyone at the Salvation Army is doing in terms of getting food and supports to the people who need it and will for the foreseeable future. And how about that, Xander? You've inspired other people to give. You've inspired the people who are helping, the other people who are helping. And how about we listen to you to hear what really got everybody's attention? So we're going to take as long as we can to listen to you on your accordion this morning for something special. Bruce, thank you very much. I'm going to play some music. Can you tell us what you're going to perform for us across the country, Xander?
I'm going to play The Hills of Glenshee for all.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Xander. What a wonderful conversation. Tell your parents thanks for letting you talk to us. Congratulations for everything you did. And now we'll listen to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.